Okay, so did you guys look at the, just real quick, this is a side note. Did you guys look at the little thing she sent this morning?
Oh, the commonly missed question?
Uh-huh.
No,
I
I haven't
didn't.
opened it yet.
Okay, so I looked at it, and one of them, I think it's supposed to be 75% and not 70%.
Let me look at it real quick.
Is it in the email or
Not
just?
email, it's just in
Under
that.
announce. It's on announcements on your iLearn.
Oh, okay. Let me go back to it. Oh, I see.
Okay, so number 2, well,
Uh-huh.
2.1, I should say. I think it was supposed to say calculate the probability that proportion from the follow-up study will be greater than 75% because everything on there is like the
It's
p-hat
0.75.
is
Yeah.
0.75, and then the next question down, so the next question down is saying the proportion will be between 65 and 75.
Mm.
So I think it's supposed to say 75% and not 70, but because that's right? So the p-hat would be
0.70.
that 0.70.
Yeah.
Not, okay.
It should say 75.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure. And then I downloaded at the bottom of that, Catherine, the research questions. There's a bunch of scenarios with an answer key.
Oh, that's cool.
The ones that we always have problems with.
Yeah.
You know? Do you see that, Tiff?
Yeah. So I'll have to look over those because you guys don't know what ones you got wrong, right?
No, it still doesn't say which ones we got wrong, but she hasn't graded it completely, so.
Well, I don't know that we'll ever
No, she
know,
never.
right?
Yeah, she never does.
Oh, she never tells us on the exams?
No, I think the only way is like if you
Ask
schedule
her.
an appointment with her.
Okay. That sounds right. And then also for the collected data, on my paper it shows to do like some kind of a chart. So what kind of chart do you think would be best for this? Do you think I should just do like a histogram? What do you guys think?
I don't know.
That sounds good to me.
I was just thinking if I do a histogram, it's gonna have to be broken up because if I do all 10 of each person's thing, that's a lot of, like, that's 50. You know what I mean? That's like 50 or 40. There's 4 of us in a group. That's 40, like, little marks, which I can do. That's totally fine. I just didn't know if I should do a different, like, if one should be better than the other. But I was thinking histogram.
Yeah, the only other one that I would think of is like a bar graph or something, and you just comparing the means.
Okay.
You see the mean of each. But
the mean? Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? I might just add both of them on there. I might do the mean and then the histogram of just all of them, and just that way everything's covered.
Yeah.
Since I'm not exactly sure what she's looking for, so. Okay, that's all. Hey, hold on real quick. Hey, Caleb. Yeah. Give your sister about 30 minutes and then go wake her up, okay? Emma? Yeah. Okay. Because she has an appointment too. Okay, Emma's been sick. Like, I don't know what's wrong with her. I took her into the doctor, and I don't like this new doctor. The new doctor in their group of doctors. And Emma she has an old condition, and she took one look at that condition, and she was like freaked out, and she's like, no, you need to take her back to the neurosurgeon. I don't want to do anything with this until you've seen the neurosurgeon. And I'm like, she has a sinus infection. Like, don't freak out, it's a sinus. And she's like, well, I can't decide if it's a sinus infection or not. I'm like, I'm telling you, my daughter has a sinus infection. I know her. And she was just totally freaking out. Wouldn't do anything until I see the neurosurgeon. So I was like, whatever. So luckily I had some antibiotics in my cabinet. So I gave Emma some antibiotics. I'm like, but she's had a headache for like 3 days. It won't go away. But she's like, Mom, it's pressure. It feels like my head's going to explode. And I'm like, oh, I think you have a sinus infection. Yeah, so I'm Dr. Holly, just diagnosing my own children. And
Yeah.
I was so mad. I was like, you know what? Go get a regular doctor that knows my daughter and knows me and knows us and
Yeah.
whatever. Anyways, all right. Well, I'm ready, I think. Oh, hold on. Old Faithful. So we have to open the Old Faithful.
Yeah, when
In the SPSS?
Yeah, when I tried to open the attachment that's at the bottom of that one page, it didn't work. So I just went in on the book and opened it through the data files there.
Okay.
Okay, I'm logging into the VMware. I just wrote down like the link that opens it.
Yeah.
The book. And so I just type in that link. Oh, I have to find it though, because I wrote it down in my notes. Okay, let me see here. Oh, if I can find it. Okay, there we go. Sorry, it's still trying to pull up the VMware. So did you guys understand the home or the preparation assignment?
Yeah.
And yeah, it's completely different than what we've been
That's
doing.
what I thought too. I'm like this is so different. That's what I thought too. Okay, let me see here. Okay. Oh, dang it. Come on. Okay. Oops. Well, I just signed Caleb up to go to EFY in Provo.
Oh, that's exciting.
When is that?
It starts Monday. So in a week, pretty much. I wasn't like, it was supposed to be closed. This is the funny part. Like, it was supposed to be,
Yeah, I was going to say, usually you can't sign up within a week.
yeah, like it was supposed to be closed. Okay, so that's the funny story is my friend calls me, one of Caleb's best friends, and she's like, hey, can Caleb come? And I'm driving up there and I'll bring him home. And I was like, well, I don't know, we'll see. And so I got home and she calls me, and this was last night, and she's like, hey, a friend just called me and said there's 12 openings. They just opened 12 of them today. And I was like, that's weird. So I got online, and sure enough, there's 12 openings in the same unit that her son is in. And I was like, huh. So I signed Caleb up, and then I'm like, put her phone number down to link the kids together. And I called this morning, and they're like, oh, yeah, that's totally fine. And she's like, when did you sign up? I'm all yesterday. And she's all, that's weird because it should have been closed. And I'm like, it was online, and it said there's 12 openings. And she's all, let me look at that. And she looked up. She's like, that is very surprising. I don't think that was supposed to happen, but I'm glad you got in.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was like, yeah. And so she's like, yeah, just have her call and like put the phone number down so I can get them linked together. And I was like, okay. Isn't that weird? Like, I was like, okay, I know that normally does not happen.
Yeah.
So yeah, he got in.
There's a reason he needs to go.
I guess so. He needs to hear something. Huh?
Yeah.
So that was funny. I was like, wow, that's interesting. Okay, I'm ready. I just pulled up my Old Faithful.
Okay, I got mine up too, so.
Okay, I'm going to push start. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay, the correlation coefficient is used to quantify.
I wrote that whole big
I know.
list down.
I did too. So let me.
It's the direction and strength, I believe, of
Yeah.
the linear.
Calculation determines strength and direction of the linear.
So it's the first one.
Okay.
Okay. If the correlation coefficient is negative when one variable. Oh, I wrote that down.
Okay.
Hold on. I did write that somewhere. Okay, so the covariance of x, y will be positive if increasing values of x correspond to increasing values of y. Also, the covariance will be negative if an increase in x tends to correspond with a decrease in y.
So it's the other variable tends to decrease, which is c.
Okay.
C.
The effect of outliers on the correlation coefficient is not significant.
That's false.
That's false.
Yeah.
Come on. Okay. Okay. So your answer should be exact. Okay. So we go into this and we do analyze.
No graphs. Oh no, I guess we don't need a graph. Too.
No, it was analyze, and then I have correlate and bivariate.
Bivariate. Yeah. And then variables. And then options, means, and standard deviation.
Did you put both variables in there?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Oh, yeah. And
0.901.
I got, it's pulling it up right now. And what did it ask for? Yeah, 0.901 is what I've got too.
Correlation coefficient. Good morning, Peanut. The covariance of duration and weight of all people is, okay, so that is when we have to use that.
Where you times them all, right?
Yeah.
The three
I need my
numbers.
calculator. Yeah, I need my calculator.
Okay, so let me see.
Okay, so R is the 0.901, right?
Yeah, and then you do the point, so you go 0.9 times.
And then the standard deviations of 1.1414 times 13.595.
13.98111703.
Yeah, I go, okay, so 13.981. Is it 3 decimal places?
Round to 1 decimal place.
So,
okay, so 14.
14, yeah.
Okay. Questions 8 through 3. Okay, associate the scatter plot with the correlation coefficient. Type the letter into the box. So R equals 0. So
I would say it's C.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
C.
9, where R equals 1, would be A.
R equals 1, because it's positive, yeah.
Yeah.
And then 10 would be D, since it's a -1.
Yes. Oops.
10
Might help us by
D, yep.
11 would be B.
Okay, hold on.
B, 11 because 0.95, so we're still doing positive. Well, yeah.
Yeah, B.
And then 12 would be E, since it's negative again.
Wait, 11. I just have to keep going back and forth, up and down.
Yeah.
And then 12 you have is E.
Yeah.
Okay, yep, because of the negative, yep.
And then 13 will be the F.
And what does 13 say? -0.06, because it's, yeah.
Almost 0. Okay.
Gotcha. Has anybody texted Abby yet?
No. Let me try.
Sorry, I just realized. I'll try real quick, too. Because she's in, like, Louisiana or something.
Yeah.
Right?
Are you texting her, Tiff?
Yeah.
Okay. The correlation coefficient between score and confidence of the math self-efficiency data. Oh, okay, so now we have to open a new one.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so close this out. Oops, why didn't you close?
Math.
Okay, math self-efficiency.
Yeah.
Okay, open. Okay. And it's asking for the same stuff?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
It's the correlation coefficient and then the covariance. So yeah, that's the same, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Continue.
I got for the coefficient is 0.728.
That's what I got, yeah. So that's 14,
Yeah.
right?
0.728. Okay.
And then the covariance, which is going to be around to 3 decimals this time.
Okay, and calculator. I got 11.184.
3.854. I got 11.184. Yep.
Yeah, that's what I got. That's it? That's all we have to do?
That was easy.
That was super easy.
I like this section.
I do too.
I might get an A. I'm just glad I'm passing. I feel good. I'm passing.
Right? Isn't that pathetic? It's like, I'm like, if as long as I can just get through this class and not have to retake it, I'm good.
Yeah.
The sad thing for me is that I have a higher grade in this class than my pre-cal class.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I feel like my pre-cal should be higher. But
that sucks. Did Abigail text back?
She didn't, so.
I wonder if she's sleeping.
Well, she's ahead of us.
Yeah,
like,
it's 10:21.
Okay.
Is it just an hour ahead? Yeah, so
Yeah,
she's
it's just an hour.
So, I mean, she still could be sleeping, but.
Was she on the road? Did she say
let me see what she said about it yesterday, because she was texting.
Did you guys submit yours?
No, not yet.
No, I was going to wait until Abby got on. It says we will be driving to Atlanta in a few days to visit. Oh, never mind.
She said she was meeting with the tutor before. So, I mean, she could still be with her tutor.
Yeah, I wonder if she is.
That's the only thing I can think of, is that she's still on with her tutor or something.
Yeah.
Well, we can always wait till like 9:30, and if she doesn't show up, I think even if we submit it, we can still see the answers for these.
Yeah, you can.
Then, if she needs to like go over it with one of us,
just help. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wonder.
That's the only thing I can think of.
I'll text her again if we hang up and just tell her that we went through, and if she needs help, she can call me and we can go over it or something.
Okay.
Yeah, she can call any of us because
I'm around most of the day, but
I am too. I just have to take kids to the dentist or the orthodontist, and then I'll be home. No, Emma's not feeling good, so I don't think I'll be going anywhere.
Okay.
I just have to, unfortunately, she has an orthodontist appointment as well. So, and I don't think she wants to miss because this is the one that they're going to tell her when she gets her braces off. So, we'll see. She's mad because Caleb was supposed to get his, Caleb got his braces on. It was just over a year ago. And I don't know, at the beginning of the year or something, in February. And she's mad because she got hers on, it's been over 2 years.
Oh.
Caleb already gets his braces off.
Yeah.
She's had them on a while.
I had mine on for 2 years.
Did you? Well, because her canines would not come in. And they were waiting for those to come down, whereas Caleb got his on later in age, so all of his teeth were already in.
Yeah.
And we weren't waiting on teeth to come in. And Emma, we were waiting, so they actually had to go in and laser the gum and help pull that tooth down.
Mm.
And so that's why she's in them longer. And so I was like, sorry, Em. And she's like, it's not fair. And I'm like, well, I could have had you go snaggle tooth for a little bit longer like Caleb was. But Caleb wasn't, his teeth weren't, crooked. They were just gaps. And so his was just closing gaps. So it wasn't that big of a deal. Whereas Emma's, we were running into the risk of snaggle teeth when their teeth were coming in, pushing other teeth. And so I had to get them on sooner for her. So, yeah, I'm like, sorry, but Caleb just gets them off a little bit sooner. Sorry, my nose is running again. She texts back at Tiffany.
She hasn't. Mm-mm. So.
I don't know. I wonder if she just got stuck on the tutor for a little bit longer than she expected.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you guys? Here, I'm gonna submit mine, just in case we miss some. We can go over them. Nope. We got 100.
Okay, I'll submit. Okay. Cool.
And hopefully the homework assignment will be this easy.
I know.
That was pretty easy. That was pretty sweet. Are you guys doing summer school?
No, there's no classes offered during the summer session.
No, I have one that's offered.
What's that one?
It is. Let me look real quick. It is Foundations of Humanities.
101?
Yeah.
That's a fun class.
I'm not kidding. You have to tell me the truth. Is it fun or hard?
It's not really hard. It's not a whole bunch of fun to me. I got to watch some pretty cool movies. We watched Casablanca at the end of our semester, so that was cool. But, the hardest part was just that you had to go on campus. We had to go do a bunch of stuff. We had to go watch a music performance. We had to watch a theater performance. We had to go see an art show. We had to go compare different arts in either the Eye Center or different places like that. So that was the only big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, it's really not that hard.
Okay, because I'm doing it for the summer class to get it out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of my degree was offered in the summer. So.
Yeah, I'm not taking any. I'm just going to go home and take a 2-3 week vacation and then start working. So.
Oh, that will be nice. No,
Yeah.
And then are you coming back in September, Catherine?
No, I won't be coming back until January.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's right, because you said you're going to save up again.
Yeah, it's nice. I get a 5-month break.
That will be nice. No, my next class, the fall semester I have, I have general microbiology and introductory to general chemistry.
Oh, have fun with that.
Yeah. I tried to get them to like get rid of my chemistry class by the other chemistry classes that I took at ASU, but they're like, oh, we use those for your other chemistry classes. Apparently I was supposed to take more than just the introductory one. And I'm like, oh, okay. So apparently the ones that I took at ASU don't count towards this one. They counted it towards some other chemistry. But I'm kind of excited for microbiology. I think that one will be fun.
So I got to see a dead body in class last week.
Sweet!
Yeah. It was in my science class, and we were talking about the heart. So we got to go see, like, the heart and the insides of a dead body.
That's awesome.
Yeah, this one girl almost, like, threw up. She had to leave the room.
Well, yeah, that's kind of hard. Like, Colton, he's a detective for violent crimes, and so he goes to all the dead bodies. And one time he brought home, like, the camera with all the pictures on it for me, because that stuff really interests me. I know I'm so morbid, but that's like forensics interests me. I love forensics. And so, yeah, and it was a pretty gross one because I thought the guy was black, and he's like, no, he was just decomped. I'm like, oh.
That's funny.
I'm like, oh, he's a black guy? I'm like, and he was like, no, he's just decomped. His body just turned. And I was like, oh,
that's
okay. Funny. I didn't know the body did that.
That's funny.
So yeah, it was kind of interesting. But I don't know. That stuff totally, like, that's why I think the microbiology, I think I'll have fun with, because I love forensics.
Yeah.
But that's kind of fun. I would have totally enjoyed that class. When I was doing, the only kind of field trip I got to take when I was at ASU was going to the water treatment plant. And that was not fun.
Yeah.
That was so stinky and gross. It was, and the funniest part was like this guy that we carpooled together. He was like my buddy because we had like 3 classes together. Anyways, and he was with me, and we're walking on the little metal, like the little narrow metal, like railing to go into the middle of the big pond of poop. And there was a lifesaver hanging off of the railing.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, has that ever really been used? And the guy's like, oh, yeah, many times. So I was like,
that's disgusting.
Isn't that disgusting?
That is so gross.
And the funny thing is that guy that I hung out with all the time, he ended up marrying one of my really good friends who was in my wedding. He ended up marrying her, and then they live up in Salt Lake now. And I've gone up and visited, and we've like reminisced about that whole field trip many, many times.
Oh, yuck.
That was like so disgusting. I was like, oh, this is disgusting. And it stunk so, so bad. It was so gross. But yeah. Okay, ladies, well, I'm going to go so I can get Emma up and get out the door in 10 minutes. So,
hey, I just have a question. So we have this describe the data due Saturday, but that's you, Holly, right?
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. So there's nothing I'm supposed to do with that one?
No.
Even though it's
because I got all your guys' data, so I'm just going to input it, make a couple graphs, and then that's really all I have to do is just make a couple graphs.
Okay.
So.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure I didn't need to do anything else.
No, I'll send it to you guys probably Friday, sometime this week. Okay. I'll probably have it done before Friday. I'll send it to you guys to get your input on what you guys think I need to add or take off or whatever. So.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right, guys. Well, I'm going to wake up Emma. Have a great
Thursday.
Okay, bye.
Bye.